You know, this show is literally at the lowest as far as creative and appeal and interest in anything positive that it's ever been in its entire fucking existence. And I've literally been watching Raw since the very first episode back in 1993. And I have never ever tuned in on a weekly basis where it made me feel fucking miserable when I was done watching it. This show was so fucking god awful tonight that I literally probably fast forwarded about 45% of it. And then when it was over, I was so disgusted by what they give us and what passes through that gets approved to be aired on national television. It was so bad tonight, I literally got up from my chair and I walked to my front porch and I just sat there for about 15 minutes wondering why the fuck I'm still watching this. I took a week off last week because I said to myself, I'm most likely done. I just can't do it anymore. And then I decided to watch Money in the Bank last night. And even though overall it was just, really it wasn't a good show when I look back on it. I mean, I'm not going to take back what Rollins and AJ did. I'm not going to take back what Kofi and Owens did. And I'm not going to take away what the guys did in the men's Money in the Bank match. But looking back on Lesnar winning and what a fucking god-awful decision that was, and looking at the first half of Money in the Bank, it was a fucking terrible pay-per-view. But with the few things that I did like last night, I decided, you know what, let me give Raw one last chance and see if they can at least give me at least some decent moments in on a show that, you know, it's gonna have some implications of what happened last night. We didn't get none of that tonight. We literally got nothing. We had Seth Rollins come out and interrupt Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman, who was then interrupted by Kofi Kingston, sitting there just fucking babbling back and forth, fucking arguing who's gonna fight fucking Brock Lesnar, which is just looks fucking stupid in its own right. You got fucking Roman Reigns on fucking Monday Night Raw every week, even though he was shafted to SmackDown. You got an every week occurrence of Baron Corbin and Bobby Lashley teaming up. You got Drew McIntyre still being people's lackey. You got The Miz and Shane, apparently it's just not over yet. You got the women's division, which is an absolute fucking joke. The tag team division, which is an even bigger fucking joke. And then tonight you had the reveal of the new championship that was unveiled by Mick Foley, of all fucking people. The 24/7 belt. The ugliest looking fucking championship I have ever fucking seen in my life. It makes the universal belt look as good as the winged eagle that Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels and Stone Cold used to have. The one that Stone Cold was the last one to hold. That beautiful belt. That's how fucking terrible this 24/7 championship is. The ugliest green I've ever, and green's my favorite color. The ugliest fucking green, fucking fake looking gold, and it just says 24/7 on it. The side plates are just solid gold, no fucking design on it. I guess they're waiting for someone to win it so they can put side plates on it. Why? So they can fucking lose it 3 seconds later? You might as well just make side plates for everybody in the fucking company. Fucking sitting there, Mick Foley says whoever grabs the belt first gets to be the fucking inaugural champion, and you got all these fucking goons from catering running out looking fucking stupid. Half of them could have grabbed the fucking belt in the first 3 seconds. They're all just sitting there staring at it. Then you had Carl Anderson technically touch it first, followed by Luke Gallows like a second later, so technically he should have been the champion right there. You got Titus O'Neil eventually grabbing it, and then he gets rolled up fucking 3 seconds later on the stage by Bobby Roode, or Robert Roode. And then Robert Roode's the champion, and he's running around, everybody's looking like idiots backstage, and I don't know, I was fast-forwarding. It looked like R-Truth apparently grabbed it when I was fast-forwarding it, and beat Robert Roode and then escaped in a fucking limousine or something. This is supposed to excite me? Who's excited for this shit? Another fucking worthless championship on the show. Why, so that everybody from catering, instead of fucking filling their fucking faces with whatever's on the fucking menu, can go run around backstage and burn off all the calories from all the food they just ate in order to grab the ugliest belt in creation? Is that what we're doing today? Then you got fucking the women's match that we had tonight. Of course, another 6 fucking women tag. Man, what creative fucking juices were flowing tonight again. You got fucking Alexa Bliss just fucking taking, just sitting on the outside. She's just there to look pretty. She does a good job at it, but really, I just don't give a fuck anymore. You got Becky Lynch going to the top rope looking to deliver a dropkick on fucking Shitty K. Who, Becky Lynch had to fucking repeat 3 times, louder and louder, come closer so that she can fucking deliver the missile dropkick. It looked fucking awful. I don't know why these women are fucking even in the company, let alone the fucking tag team champions. And then you wonder why Sasha Banks fucking left. Then you wonder why Sasha Banks took a fucking hike. And I pray to God she does not fucking come back to this disgrace of a television show. And SmackDown is no better, because SmackDown I haven't watched in 5 fucking weeks because I just don't give a shit. And I don't think I'm going to be watching any of these shows going forward. If I do reviews on them, it'll be me reviewing what I read. And that's it. I felt like the fucking biggest idiot today, just wasting fucking like 2 hours of my time with this fucking garbage. The main event was a fucking joke. Brock Lesnar comes out, acts like he's gonna cash in. Who the fuck actually believed that? He came out to no fucking reaction. Nobody gave a shit. Everybody knew he wasn't cashing in. Nobody even gives a fuck. They literally took a moment away from somebody that could have made him a star and gave it to fucking Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar easily could have just came on Raw tonight without winning Money in the Bank and just demanded a fucking title match against Seth Rollins. And who the fuck's gonna really tell him no? You can just have him just start fucking causing chaos until he gets what he wants. No, you had to give the fucking Money in the Bank contract to him and take away from fucking 7 guys who are much more deserving of it. Finn Balor almost fucking breaking his back last night. Fucking Ricochet getting thrown around, almost breaking his back. Mustafa Ali looking like a fucking retard, sitting there with the briefcase in his hands for about 17 seconds as he watches Brock Lesnar storm to the ring like a maniac. And he just doesn't grab it. He could have easily just grabbed it, but he just sat there frozen in fucking fear. For what reason, I don't know. Just to get knocked off the ladder and then have his fucking face busted open when he hit the fucking rope. And then we got this show tonight. Just overall, nothing of fucking relevance, nothing of substance, nothing of excitement. I sat here just fucking shaking my head the whole time. The only thing I was looking forward to was to see what Bray Wyatt was going to do. We literally got like 6 seconds of Bray Wyatt where he just fucking says, "Let me in," with his fucking mask, and that was it. And then I was like, let me check out this fucking god-awful championship that they're going to unveil. Maybe it'll be something cool. There was all kinds of rumors of hardcore. There was rumors of a Legends championship. And we got what we got. The 24/7 championship. Trying to relive the glory days, but they don't want to change their ways to get to those. You can't just fucking make a belt and say 24/7 like the hardcore belt used to be back in the day and think it's gonna, hold the same merit and have the same value it did back in the day. Because it's not. It's so fucking forced and terrible. Back then it was natural and it was just, on the fly. This is just completely forced. I don't know. I really don't know what they're fucking going for here. It's just more comedy, more unfunny fucking stuff that seems to be funny to the old man. I didn't laugh at any of this shit. Watching a bunch of grown men in the back just running around looking like fucking idiots. EC3, fucking Drake Maverick, Titus O'Neil, Mojo Rawley, fucking green-haired Ezekiel from Walking Dead. Who's excited about this? They even had fucking Cedric Alexander out there, a guy who should be, you know, having a minor feud, building him up for a mid-card title against like Finn Balor or something. No, let's just throw him in here with the 24/7 belt, looking like a fucking idiot. Yeah, let's do that, because that's definitely going to bring in the fucking ratings. This is definitely going to help the ratings. Mick Foley talking about make Monday Night Raw again. Mick, Monday Night hasn't been Raw since like 2005. Okay? Get it through your fucking mind. Stop being a corporate fucking puppet, looking like a fucking idiot, ruining your fucking legacy by coming out spewing this garbage. Seriously. Then you wonder why Chris Jericho went to AEW. You wonder why people like Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks didn't sign with the WWE when they were given offers. You wonder why Goldust left. You wonder why... Who the fuck else left? Dean Malenko or whatever, with his whatever fucking role he had backstage. Who else fucking left? I don't even know. Before you know it, everybody's gonna be who the fuck wants to stick around for this shit? Who wants to be a part of this show? In all realisticness, who wants to be a part of this show? You got the Revival versus the Usos, and of course they had to recap the two fucking embarrassing moments that the Revival had to go through with the Usi Hot and the fucking back shaving. We had to relive that garbage again. This show's fucking terrible. Whoever watches this and finds pure enjoyment is a fucking psychopath. You're probably secretly a serial killer if you enjoy this shit. I don't really know what else to say. I'm not going to review this show. I'm just going over what's on the top of my head. I took no fucking notes. I had no interest whatsoever. I was on my phone most of the fucking time and then fast forwarding through the other parts. Because there was nothing of interest here. Why am I going to sit here and waste my time watching a fucking a 6-woman tag? I literally just fast forwarded to the end where fucking Billy Kay sitting there fucking fumbling around the ring looking like a fucking idiot, not knowing where to be in the ring to advance the match. Fucking like 6 miles away from fucking Becky Lynch, as if Becky Lynch has fucking Apollo Crews fucking agility and can fly halfway across the ring. She's all the way on the other side of the ring. And has to get yelled at in the middle of the match to make the fucking match just look god-awful before finally getting a dropkick and then selling it like a fucking sandbag. Like a fucking sack of potatoes, just fucking falls and just disgusting. And then loses to a leg drop. And this is your tag team champions. You got fucking Nikki Cross going from being cool in NXT to something different, psychotic and just nuts, to being fucking Alexa Bliss's bitch. I'm surprised they didn't have Nikki Cross go in the back and bring out the 2 fucking cups of coffee that some goon came out to give Alexa Bliss. I don't even know what else happened. What the fuck else happened on this show? AJ Styles, apparently he goes from having a fucking instant classic with Seth Rollins last night to having a backstage interview tonight and then having a fucking moment with Baron Corbin where he slaps him. So what, now we gotta deal with AJ Styles and Baron Corbin feud? Who the fuck wants to see that? Seriously, who the fuck wants to see that? You got Drew McIntyre versus The Miz. Did I watch it? Fuck no. I fast forwarded from the minute I heard awesome to the minute the fucking I seen Shane McMahon fucking with a chair or jumping off the rope or whatever they were doing to The Miz. I fast forwarded through the entire fucking thing because I didn't give a flying fuck. This is what Drew McIntyre is now. This is what he came back for. After being a fucking jobber in 3MB, leaving, reinventing himself, you know, getting himself in better shape, looking like a fucking beast. He comes back to this garbage. Being fucking Shane McMahon's lackey after just being the lackey to fucking Bobby Lashley and Baron Corbin, who I'm sure he's still somewhat affiliated with. I'm sure we haven't seen the last of them teaming up together in a 6-man tag on Monday Night Raw. Guarantee you they're going to be fucking teaming up again soon, probably next week. And I can't wait for SmackDown. What are we going to get? A fucking Roman Reigns and fucking Miz versus Shane and Bobby Lashley match? Is that what the fuck? Or Drew McIntyre match? Or who, it might be Bobby. Who the fuck knows? Is that what we're going to get tomorrow night or next week on Raw? Is that what you're excited for? That fucking barn burner of a fucking announcement that's coming? I guarantee you it's fucking coming. Then we get the announcement of Shane McMahon versus Roman Reigns at Super Showdown Part 2, but they just keep calling it Super Showdown because fuck us. So it's just called the same exact thing that it was called in Australia, but now it's in fucking Saudi Arabia, but it's got the same fucking name. So what the fuck's the difference? I'm not excited for it. I know you people aren't excited for it. Shane McMahon versus Roman Reigns. Who's interested in that match? Who? I don't know, man. AEW can't come fast enough. And I'm not talking about just Double or Nothing. I'm talking about whatever weekly show they got planned. Whether it's Tuesday Night Dynamite or Wednesday Night fucking War. Whatever the fuck they're gonna call this shit, man. I can't fucking wait for it to air, because as soon as it airs, I'm gonna be there fucking glued to my TV praying to God that it's a success. And I'm not expecting it to pull crazy numbers in the beginning, but as long as it is logical and entertaining, over time it'll build up. And it's our only hope for WWE to get any better. Don't get me wrong, I'm still a WWE guy at heart. It's been my whole life, but I can't take what they do anymore, man. It's fucking nauseating. It makes me feel disgusting for watching. It makes me cringe. It makes me embarrassed. I would never show this to any of my friends, or God forbid a girl you're talking to, that you watch this garbage. You know, you're gonna meet a fucking girl and think she's fucking hot and want to get to know her, and then, you know, invite her to your place and what watch Raw? Would you force her to watch this fucking NyQuil inducing trash? Maybe if you're trying to fall asleep with her, this will put you to sleep. I would never show anybody this crap, man. I would never ever force anybody or ask anybody to watch this shit if they're not already a fan. NXT, yeah. NXT is a different story. I can watch NXT every week and I never feel ashamed. I never feel embarrassed. I never feel like a fucking idiot. I feel happy. I don't know, man. This show is just... I don't know, man. I really don't know. I really don't think I can keep watching, man. I really don't. Usually on Raw, I'll get at least like 5 or 10 minutes of something that I enjoy. I got 0 tonight. Nothing. And this is supposed to be a blowover show from one of the main pay-per-views. This is what you give us? Nothing but awful promos, shitty matches that nobody's interested in. Stupid fucking looking championships that nobody asked for. I don't know, man. I really don't know. I don't even know what else happened on the show. Did I go over everything already? Is that everything that happened on the show? Because I really can't fucking remember. The fact that Roman Reigns is on the show every week is fucking nauseating. Why does he have to be on Monday Night Raw and SmackDown every single week? Are you trying to get this man booed more than he was in the past? Because it's gonna get there. I already heard a good amount of boos tonight when his music hit. Believe me. And then they say Elias and Roman Reigns isn't done. It needs to be. Nobody even wanted to ever start. Elias is uninteresting anymore. He never is fucking wrestling, and then when he wrestles he loses. Roman Reigns is garbage. Same shit since he's come back. Nothing's changed. They're never gonna put on a fucking 5-star classic. They wouldn't even put on a 1-star. Their match last night, they know that they can't wrestle. That last night it was cut short by just having Elias come out, do his stupid shtick, Superman punch, spear, game over. Because they know these guys can't go. Put the fucking crowd half to sleep. What else do we have? We had fucking the whole fucking moment of piss with Lacey Evans and the Ikonics coming out, and just the minute they came out, I started fast forwarding. I can't fucking stand these two women. Like I said, I don't know how they're even professional wrestlers, let alone fucking tag team champions over Sasha Banks and Bayley. I can't wait until I hear the announcement of either Sasha Banks left and is just gonna wait for her contract to run out or whatever it's gonna be, pull a CM Punk, pull a fucking Neville, or until I hear WWE grants her release. I don't want to see her come back to this. The women's division is fucking pathetic. It's definitely not big enough to support two separate divisions, one for SmackDown, one for Raw, and I don't even know why the fuck there's even two separate divisions. Everybody's on every fucking show every fucking week. At least the ones that matter. And I use that in quotations because Roman Reigns don't matter, but he's just there every week. So all the fucking big names that they want, they're just going to have over on both shows every fucking week. So what's the point of having a brand split? If guys from Raw can just go to SmackDown and apparently challenge for WWE Championships, and then guys from SmackDown come over to Raw and probably challenge for Universal Championships or Intercontinental Championships or United States Championships. Then they said the 24/7 Championship can be defended across all fucking brands. Raw, SmackDown, NXT, 205 Live, NXT UK. Who cares? Is that supposed to excite me? Am I supposed to be excited to see Pete Dunne come out from NXT UK and fucking challenge for the 24/7 belt? The way it was presented tonight, I don't want to see anybody challenging for it. It's a fucking joke. I can understand if it was just like a championship that was going to be defended every week in like an open challenge type of way. Maybe then I can get behind it, you know. It's just every week we get that one great wrestling match that we all want. At least one great match a week. That could have been what this belt was for. The 24/7 belt, or it could have been the fucking, just call it the television title, where it's defended every week on Raw, every week on SmackDown. Maybe it's defended every week on every show. And you get, and whoever can hold it the longest or something. I don't fucking know, man. I really don't know. You know, if you have a reign of 1 or 2 months, and that's pretty fucking incredible since you're defending it every week or multiple times a week. But no, we get this. We get fucking grown men fucking hugging each other and rolling around on the ground trying to fucking grab a fucking ugly looking title. And I'm supposed to be excited because they said the NXT and NXT UK roster is involved. So now we can see fucking Adam Cole come out and make his debut on Raw just to fucking roll around on the ground with fucking Titus O'Neil fighting for the 24/7 belt. While Kyle O'Reilly and fucking Roger Strong and fucking Bobby Fish get fucking beat up by the Lucha House Party on the outside. Because that's basically what it's going to be. I don't know how anybody finds this exciting, man. Brock Lesnar being the fucking Money in the Bank fucking briefcase holder just fucking pisses me off. So fucking unnecessary. When's he gonna cash it in fucking Saudi Arabia in 2 weeks? Is that what they're waiting for? As if those fucking people even understand what the fucking Money in the Bank briefcase is. They don't know what the fuck's going on. Shawn Michaels came out of fucking retirement. They didn't give a fuck. Shawn Michaels' retirement was fucking ruined by having him come out of retirement for the last show with Triple H, and Triple H got injured, and the fucking match was awful. Instead of bringing out, if you're gonna bring Shawn Michaels out of retirement, you bring him out for something important, like a match with like AJ Styles, or maybe student versus teacher against Daniel Bryan. You know? Or maybe fucking Battle of the Super Kick, since Dolph Ziggler kept using the Super Kick back in the day. And speaking of Dolph Ziggler, where the fuck is Dolph Ziggler? Are they just paying him $500,000 to sit in his fucking home in Cleveland? Or Cincinnati, or wherever the fuck he lives? So he doesn't go to AEW? I hope Dolph Ziggler's the AEW. I think he would be fucking fantastic over there. Can you imagine a fucking Kenny Omega versus Dolph Ziggler match? Take my fucking money. I don't know, man. So basically what this new title is telling me, that if R-Truth can make it through SmackDown tomorrow, that he's going to be on NXT soon? And NXT's taped 4 fucking episodes ahead of time, so if they have a fresh fucking... This is what doesn't make any sense. So unless the title's never going to be on NXT television, but NXT guys can just come magically over to Raw and SmackDown, I don't fucking understand the point of this shit, man. Because NXT's taped, so right now, like, R-Truth is champion, but he ain't gonna show up on NXT on Wednesday because NXT for Wednesday was already taped. So how the fuck's that gonna work? So I guess only guys from NXT can just show up randomly on Monday Night Raw or SmackDown, and they'll probably get their names changed in the process. Johnny Gargano will come back over to Raw and they'll be like, oh yeah, I remember this guy. Let's just call him Gargano. Or let's just call him Gar. Here comes the Velveteen Dream. Let's just call him Velveeta Cheese. Fucking disgusting, man. This fucking Vince McMahon has got to go. This guy has got to fucking go, man. The reports of Triple H being the most frustrated man backstage is 100% believable. I'm sure he can't get a fucking word in over Vince McMahon, ever. Reports of the creative writers having all these cool and amazing ideas, but they never get through because Vince McMahon is the only one who matters. They're all writing for a fucking audience of one. McMahon thinks what the Revival and the Usos are doing is funny. It's not. I'm sure he thought it was fucking hilarious watching everybody in the back chase Robert Roode down the fucking hallway while Drake Maverick is just lagging behind holding his fucking ribs as if he just got speared by Goldberg in 1998. Sitting there in front of fucking Bobby Trashley and fucking whoever else was there, Shane McMahon. I don't even know who the fuck else was standing there. And he just says, I'm sorry. What the fuck are you sorry for? I'm sorry I had to watch this fucking show tonight. That's what I'm fucking sorry for. I just don't know, man. I honestly didn't even want to come on here after the horrendous show we just watched, but I really just had to get this fucking shit out, man. I can't. I've been watching wrestling since I was fucking 4 years old, man. Since 1990. I've been watching this shit. And I was always proud to be a wrestling fan, even when it wasn't always cool. But now, when you're talking about Monday Night Raw or SmackDown, it's fucking embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. NXT, like I said, not embarrassing. I would show anybody who doesn't watch wrestling an NXT TakeOver special. It's easy to digest. It's easy to follow. It's only like 3 hours long at the most. The wrestling is fucking fantastic. The crowds are hot. You get Money in the Bank. The crowds are fucking dead. The fucking matches are mediocre. Aside from a few, but I don't even want to say Money in the Bank. Let's just look at like a Backlash or an Extreme Rules. Mediocre matches. Fucking shitty crowd reaction. The same fucking formula for fucking laying out how the show looks. How the show sounds. Nobody feels special. The fucking shows are like 4.5 hours long. Who the hell wants to sit at Backlash or Extreme Rules for 4.5 hours? Battleground. Who the fuck wants to sit there? So we can have another Randy Orton versus Jinder Mahal match in a fucking Punjabi prison for the world title with the Great Khali coming out again. Fucking unbelievable, man. This show has taken a nosedive ever since like around 2009, honestly. Up until like 2009, maybe early 2010, I was still able to stomach it. Ever since Shawn Michaels fucking retired, there's been nobody who's really fucking retained my attention for all that long. I mean, and then ever since the fucking show went to 3 hours, forget about it. Fucking forget about it. It's like watching a fucking... It's just like watching your fucking favorite show just die a slow death. That's all it's been, ever since it went 3 hours. You get to the third hour, you're just so fucking tired of everything you've watched in the first two that you just don't even care. Then you got Renee Young still on commentary tonight. She might have been worse tonight. In the little bit that I was watching, I had to hear her that I've ever heard. I just wanted to fucking just stick my boot through the fucking screen and just fucking kick her fucking headset right off her fucking head. And just fucking have it go right through the headset and then kick Vince McMahon right in the fucking face for putting her on the fucking broadcasting team. She is fucking god-awful. Michael Cole gargling the fucking Roman cock every time he comes out just so we can hear Michael Cole say the big dog every week. Just when you thought you were going to be safe from it. When he got drafted to SmackDown. No, of course not. Gotta have him come out every single week on Raw just so Michael Cole can utter that one fucking line. Because Vince McMahon knows how much it pisses everybody off. Then you wonder why everybody leaves. Dean Ambrose. Neville. Austin Aries. I don't know what else you want me to say, man. I think that's pretty much all I got, man. I don't really know what else to say. There's no logic in this show. There's no consistency. There's no storyline carryover, really. Same fucking matches. Everybody's in a 6-man tag. Multi-man matches. Random battle royals. Scramble matches. 50-man battle royals in Saudi Arabia again. The biggest one in history. Didn't they have a fucking 50-man the last time they were there? The one that Braun Strowman won? I could have sworn that was a 50-man. Maybe it was a 40. Even if it wasn't. Who cares? Biggest battle royal. What are they going to win? What did Braun Strowman win the last time he won it? Another ugly green belt that we haven't seen since, that he probably threw in the fucking dumpster? The same one that he threw Sami Zayn in a couple weeks ago? Oh, that was the other thing we had tonight. There you go. Braun Strowman versus Sami Zayn again. After they just fought last week. I don't even know who won. Nor do I care. Nor do I care. I really don't. Kofi Kingston's on Raw every week. Why? I don't know. Again, oversaturation of people. Once again. Becky Lynch every week is on both shows. I'm sure she'll still be on SmackDown, even though she's not the SmackDown Women's Champion anymore. Because of the wild card fucking rule. Lacey Evans still sucks. Alexa Bliss still doesn't want to take a bump. Nikki Cross looks lost as a fucking young child who can't find their parents. I just don't know, man. The one thing that was somewhat enjoyable on this show, now that just finally came to my mind, because I couldn't think of what else happened on this show, was Ricochet and Cesaro. And it wasn't even that long of a match, but for what it was, I enjoyed it. But you want to know why? I wasn't even thinking about it, because the thing that pissed me off the most. So, I keep hitting my fucking mic. So you got fucking Ricochet taking a beating. He starts making a comeback. He gets thrown up in the air by Cesaro, lands on Cesaro's shoulders, does a backflip off of it, starts, comes back, does a fucking all around like 360 fucking head scissors. Crowd's really getting into it. You get kind of pumped up at the fucking, watching on TV. You got fucking Michael Cole getting all excited. Then as soon as Ricochet goes to bounce off the ropes to do his fucking crazy fucking backflip corkscrew dive over the ropes, we get a random fucking commercial in the middle of the match for some fucking stupid movie, The Secret Life of Pets, after we just had to endure fucking 3 commercial breaks in the last 7 minutes before that. You gotta throw a fucking random commercial during the best part of the fucking match, not during a headlock where Cesaro's just sitting there, with a rest spot, while they regain their composure. No, we gotta do it in the middle of fucking Ricochet doing his little comeback. Just take you completely out of the fucking match. Unfucking real, man. Cesaro's got new theme music. Doesn't sound too bad. I don't mind it from here. Now, I don't know if this was the first week he debuted or if he had it last week. I really don't know. I'm pretty sure it was new this week. I didn't hear anything about it. So I'm assuming that this was the first time he debuted it. I honestly didn't mind it. It sounded pretty cool. I'll have to go check on Spotify and see if it's up there so I can get a better listen to it. It didn't sound bad. Are they going to give Cesaro a push? I doubt it. You know, apparently Sheamus might have to retire. So it looks like Cesaro's going to be on his own for the foreseeable future. He'll probably be jobbing out to Roman Reigns by September. Like local enhancement talent. I don't know, man. I really don't. I think that about covers the entire show, man. There's no reason to review it because there was nothing there. Nothing there. I don't know, man. I really tried to give him another chance tonight. Thinking maybe we'll get a halfway decent show or at least a couple decent segments after what happened last night. Maybe they'll make something cool, but they didn't. And they're not going to. They're not going to make any changes until their fucking hand is forced. Which is why anybody who wants AEW to fail, if you want AEW to fail, then you are not a wrestling fan. You're just a fucking WWE show who just doesn't give a fuck and just accepts everything that they do as it's some kind of fucking, as it's gospel. Like everything they do is just fucking fantastic. 100% perfect the way it should be every time. If you don't want AEW to be successful, then you're a fucking idiot. Competition always breeds the best for the consumer. Always. Imagine if McDonald's was the only fucking fast food chain. Doesn't matter how they make their fucking food, you ain't got nowhere else to go. They can charge you whatever they want, they can make the quality as shitty as they want, because you have nowhere else to go. And that's WWE's mentality. They can give you whatever the fuck they want to put on, because there's nothing else to watch. Yeah, you got ROH, yeah, you got New Japan, yeah, you got TNA. Where's TNA? They're on some fucking channel I never heard of, at a 10 p.m. time slot, which is just fucking terrible. And then apparently, on the last taping of TNA, they had a main event going on. I don't know if it was for a world title or whatever, but they went to commercial and then they never came back on. Then you got New Japan, who's not really in the States, and then I think they have a website, but it's like impossible to navigate. You got ROH, which I don't even know if they're even on TV, and if they are, I don't know what fucking channel they're on. I probably don't get it. So AEW really is our only chance. It's going to be broadcast on probably one of the biggest cable networks in the entire country, TNT. And then I'm sure if there's some kind of complications with the NBA playoffs or something, and AEW's on at the same time, then they can always move them to TBS, which is just as good. You know, I'm not saying they're going to sit here and be direct competition to WWE Monday Night Raw, but hot damn, man, if I don't hope they are eventually. Because we need something, man. And I'm no fan of Cody Rhodes like that, but damn, I'm cheering for him from right now. I really am. I mean, I don't hate the guy, I'm just not really a fan of him. But damn, if I don't want to see them succeed. Just for all of us to get better wrestling. The more competition there is, the better everybody has to be. The more they have to fucking work hard to be good, the better it is for us to consume. Why do you think everybody's, or most people's, fondest memories are during the Monday Night Wars? Because there was competition. Even before that, there was just some kind of competition. And they had to put on good shows to keep your attention, or they're going to go out of business. Then WCW died, and there was nobody else around. And WWE was able to just breathe easy. They put on good shows for a couple more years, and then they just said, fuck it, there's no one here that's going to stop us, so where are we going to put all this fucking effort into making good shows when we can just get by with lackluster garbage? So there you go, man. That's basically all I got for you guys. Like I said, I can't wait for AEW. October 1st, I believe, is the premiere date. So, well, we got a couple more months to wait for that. About 4 more months. We got Double or Nothing on Saturday. I'll probably be watching it, even if I have to pay for it. But yeah, man, that's really all I got. If you don't believe me that Raw was terrible tonight, I dare to go watch it and enjoy yourself, because you won't. And then you'll come back and you'll tell me I was right, because I know I am. Been watching this shit too fucking long to know when the fucking company does not care about their audience and what they want. If they cared about their audience and what they want, we would have not gotten anything that we seen on the show tonight that we got. But really, I'm tired of ranting. I'm over it right now. I just kind of want to fucking sit back and, I don't know, go play some Dead by Daylight or something, man, and just get my mind off of this fucking shitty company and their shitty main roster shows. So I'm gonna get out of here. If you enjoyed this fucking rant, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. If you don't, then Vince McMahon is gonna come over to your house and stick it in your ass like he does every Monday night to everybody. But yep, that's it for me, man. I'm getting out of here. Will I watch SmackDown tomorrow? I doubt it. If I do, I'll probably do another rant like this, if it's as bad as it was tonight. But until then, talk to you guys in the next video. Have a good night.